In this video, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT effectively. So as you know, ChatGPT is simply an AI chat assistant with whom you can chat and you can ask questions, learn about new topics, write or help you with improving text, and you can also get ideas and explanation. Quite a lot of things that you can do with ChatGPT effectively. So firstly, open up ChatGPT. So go to the official website, chatgpt.com, and once you're on your official website, and you can log into your account or just sign up for free using your Google account or Apple, any credentials, you can just sign up. It's free, and I will suggest you to sign up, because if you sign up, then you can store your chats, which you can later on come back and review later, or you can look back into it anytime later on. So I would suggest you to sign up. Okay, sign in. So once you have signed into your account, so I've signed into your account here. So now to effectively use this, what we mean here is simply how you going to ask them. So which means the prompt. Okay, because the effectiveness of ChatGPT mainly depends on the how effective your prompt is, mean the way how you ask and how you iterate it. All right, so just a few tips or suggestions here I would like to provide in this video on how you can effectively get a good response from ChatGPT. So the firstly is when you give a prompt. So as you know, in ChatGPT, when you type a prompt here, when you ask him to do something, so the first thing that we're going to do is be clear about your goal. Okay, so instead of typing something like help me with marketing, which is pretty general and broad, it doesn't have much context in it. But what I would suggest it to do in that case is try to say, for example, instead of help me with marketing, I've got a detailed prompt. Create a 30-day Instagram marketing plan for a small coffee shop targeting college students. So when I send this prompt, ask this prompt here, you can if you see, you can if you can answer who, what, and why in your prompt. Okay, the results actually improve dramatically. So here, as you can see, it gives you a more detailed answer, the pillars, just the Instagram content plan. So everything, as you can see, the way of answer improves this, rather than you asking a general question. So it's always better to be clear about your goal and include who, what, and why in your prompt in most cases to get you a better results. Next one is always provide context to ChatGPT, because ChatGPT can't really read what's in our head, right? So for instead of if you want to summarize a text or anything, something you're going to ask it, rather than saying fix this text or fix this context, something like that, give it a more a more detailed prompt. For example, you need help with rephrasing or drafting your email better. So instead of providing the email and say it to fix it, what you can say is fix this email to sound professionally and friendly. It's going to a client I haven't spoken to in 6 months. So you're giving a much elaborated details. So the helpful context here includes the audience, the tone, the constraints, and your skill level. So everything is included. So this will give you a much better output, okay, a result from ChatGPT, instead of randomly saying fix this email or correct this email. You can see the difference between the prompts for a more effective answer. Another thing that you can do is ask for a role. So assigning a role focuses the response. For example, when you give a prompt, you can say depending on the situation, act as a senior software engineer and fix this coding, something like that. Or if you're hiring a manager reviewing resumes, so filter out a few things, or explain this I'm a beginner to this topic. So this often improves accuracy and also the tone instantly. So by assigning roles, so you can try and check that, keep that in mind, and see if that gives you a better answer. Okay, and another thing that you can do is breaking complex tasks into steps. For example, instead of one massive request, help me brainstorm ideas or pick the best one and outline it, write the first draft, something giving a massive task. ChatGPT actually works best step by step, not in one shot. So when you're planning anything, try to break it down into smaller tasks and then ask ChatGPT. By doing that, you'll get a much effective answer than asking one big whole lot of answer. Okay, and also when you're asking, you can choose the formats that you want to, like you can request like in tables, checklists, or bullet points, something like, for example, something like, give me a checklist that I can follow for my trip to Turkey next month. So you're asking it as a checklist because that might be much easier for you to follow as well. So if you search that, like, if you search that, so here it's giving you like in checklist format. So you can see the results here, they are like in checklist, so which is like pretty much easy to follow and much more in detailed in the responses. So see, as you can see, there's a lot of details here which you can like follow. So since I asked for a checklist for a trip, this is what I'm getting it. Okay, so similarly, when you like, when you're giving any prompt, try to like, ask in the format you want. Like sometimes it's better to ask, table, in table formats, or sometimes in bullet points. So just mention that. Okay, in that way you will get a much better and effective answer from ChatGPT. And also you can use follow-ups to refine. Like you don't need to like restate everything. The good thing with ChatGPT is that it remembers your context. So what are we talking about and what are the topic we are talking about? So for example here, okay, I just asked for an itinerary to my trip to Turkey, right? So when I want to ask a further follow-up, I don't have to mention about it, okay, because ChatGPT remembers it. So for example, I can like, like make it, for example, I can request to refine it or make it short. So for example, like make it shorter. Okay, make it shorter for solo trip. Okay, solo trip for a few days. So I'm going to like refine it. So I'm going to ask it to rework on it, but I don't have to mention that it's a itinerary, it's a trip, and where am I going. I don't have to mention that. It's already, because ChatGPT knows that. So if I click on it, if I like, ask for it, then here there's a shorter version. See, as I requested a shorter version of the trip here. So it actually uses, it remembers your context, so which is pretty good with ChatGPT. So you can make use of this feature. So apart from that, there are few like, couple of important information which I would like to share before we conclude this video, is that ChatGPT is powerful, but it's not infallible. Okay, always double check when it comes to like medical or legal advice, financial decisions, and statistics and citations, because these might change. Okay, use it to draft, explore on your own, and not just like, blindly like decide based on that. Okay, so ChatGPT is very helpful and handy, especially when it comes to like, writing and editing. For example, when you need help with like writing, drafting essays, scripts, emails, in that writing area, it will be helpful. So you can make a best use of ChatGPT in those areas. And also you can use it for like learning and explanations, like where you need help with, and also coding help and debugging. So if you're a person who works with programming, so it will be helpful as well. And you can use it to like brainstorm ideas, like summarizing any long contents or something which you don't want to like, read and everything. So you want to like to summarize it, you can use ChatGPT. And also for any other like creating plans, framework, and those things also you can use it. So it's not actually restricted to, but there are large number of things that you can do using ChatGPT effectively by providing the right prompts. Okay, the better the prompt, the better the output will be. Hope this video helps.